All right, so we do have a number of pilot injuries, both of which are going to take 18 days to get back. So really, traveling 18 days is a good idea. Although if we travel like 16 and wait 2 days, it's not that big of a deal. Let's take a look at the star map, see if it did lock in where we left off. But if it didn't, that's fine. I believe we wanted to go to... It was a 2.5 skull location. Yeah, let me double check. So, inner sphere, level civilization, manufacturing, medium gravity planet, moderate population. That's possible where we were wanting to go. It's somewhere we haven't been yet. And it may only take 1 or 2 more contracts to get an alliance with House America. Now, it's been a while since I've done an alliance, so I actually honestly don't remember everything that happens with an alliance. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and travel here. So it's going to take 16 days. So we're 2 days off of when our pilots will come back. We really want those pilots to come back because we're starting to get into more difficult missions. We want to kind of have our A team. Before we do that, though, let me make sure we have that locked in. Let's take a look at the hiring hall in this location. Okay, we can't take Ace, who interestingly enough does have Ace Pilot. Ooh, we have a Kickstarter character. Fortunately, most of these characters are pretty bad. Wouldn't really benefit too much from picking one up. So there's that. Alright, well, let's go ahead and start moving. We have more slots for pilots now, so wouldn't be a bad idea to start picking some up. Okay, off we go. I should check to see if the Argo is actually doing anything. I think they're working on something. Yeah, that'll be done in a little while.
That work order's complete, boss. Top-notch work, if I may say.
Alright, we do have a decent amount of money. I would like to buy mechs, potentially. Alright, so we have Gymnasium. Relatively inexpensive. We have Hydroponic Garden. This is a pretty good idea to have one of those. We have the refit harness. Pretty cheap. Might not be a bad idea to pick that up. Well, the question is, are we going to really need it? Probably not. I'm going to go ahead and, well, how long did the Gymnasium take? 15 days? I'll do the Gymnasium because it's shorter, and it might get done by the time we get there and get our pilots back. So, I'm going to go ahead and do this one.
Roger that, Commander. I'll get the crew.
Alrighty. Oh, you know what? Upgraded medbay would have been a decent idea. It's very expensive, though, so maybe later. Alright, let's get back on track. We didn't really need to order our mechs or anything because we didn't have that much work going. We're going to hit a financial report, which will hurt us a little bit. Check where our morale is. Should be doing pretty well. We've been consistently building. I think we only had one event that gave us negative morale. He's still a little too hot.
Job's done.
Okay, jobs are all done. We're at 36. So yeah, that is pretty good. 4 more days and we'll hit that. We're almost to our destination as well. Alright. So I'm going to continue to build that morale up.
Financial report for you, Commander.
We can afford it. We dropped our costs a little bit by putting some mechs down into the mothball. Or storage, whatever you want to call it. Alright. We'll arrive, look at the store, see if there's anything cool here. In your quarters, Stargazer points to a compad. Commander, I got an offer from another company, the Grey Death Legion. Their CEO, Grayson Carlisle, is paying top dollars for mercs. They're even offering a kickback to any company he poaches from, 100,000 C-bills. It's unusual, you say, examining the paused image of Carlisle on the compad. Go on. Carlisle's something else. I played his message over and over. The way he talks, I know he really could shake up the galaxy, and I want to be a part of that, Stargazer smiles bittersweetly. But this crew is my family, and leaving isn't so easy. What do you think? Well, to be totally honest with you, I don't want you to leave, because you're one of my better pilots. If it was one of my crap pilots, I'd go, good riddance, thanks for the 100,000 C-bills, but... We'll caution him, because I don't want him to leave. If it hurts his morale, puts him in low spirits, that sucks, but we really need him to stay on. If he wants to leave, he wants to leave. He's not a slave, but... I don't know if the galaxy needs any more shaking up. It's already a mess, Stargazer. Think long and hard before you sign on with Carlisle. Talk is cheap. Usually it gets mech warriors killed. Stargazer rubs the back of his head. You don't trust him? It's not that. I don't know how much about Carlisle, but... You know, we've got your back on the Argo, so it's your decision, Stargazer. Just take your time. Do some research. Stargazer nods slowly. You're right. I shouldn't make a decision too quickly. Later that night, he knocks on your door. Just wanted to say that I'll be sticking around. I gave it some serious thought, but I can't imagine a better crew than this one. Thank you.
Looks like we've arrived, Commander.
Yeah, that could have been bad, losing him. He's our best scout. We have backups for him, but I would really prefer not to have to go that route. We do have a Wolverine. That's the other version of the Wolverine. And, where we have no parts for it, so... That's not going to happen. Let's take a look at other systems. Plus 5 damage on an AC-2. Not likely we're going to use something like that. Plus 3 accuracy on a large laser. I prefer damage. Stability damage on an LRM-5. Stability damage on that. Stability damage on that. Yeah, the pluses are the wrong kind of pluses. A small laser plus 5 damage we could always use. Go ahead and buy that. That'd make our fire starter all the better. Increase the range at which targets can be visually acquired for direct. Yeah, see, this is a pretty good thing. I actually honestly like rangefinders. They don't require any tonnage. Relatively cheap. Maybe stick that in one of our scouts. Granted, we have to make sure that their head slot isn't being used. I don't think they are, and the fire starter at the very least. Or either, so either one would work. What else we got? Plus 1 accuracy for missiles. That does require tonnage. As does that. Alright. This is not like that much of a difference though, 25 meters. I don't know. I'll think about it. We don't have to buy it right away. Small laser was a good pickup, but other than that, I don't really see anything here that's really jumping out at me. The LRM-20, maybe. I don't know how many standard LRM-20s we have. I'm not sure it's going to tell me because this is a special one, right? Yeah, we have 0. This one might be worth picking up just because it does give you a little bit of extra benefit, but I prefer damage output, not some other nonsense. So... also pretty expensive. I'll give some thought to that one as well. Let's go to the mech bay. We know we're going to have 2 days. Upgrading that fire starter with another small laser probably won't take too much time. So we'll replace this one with a plus 5er. Just like its counterpart on the other side. Now it's going to mess up the symmetry. Going to make me unhappy, but let's see if we can get it the right way. Aha! So I only take 1 day and 1,000 credits, and it gives us another plus 5 damage. So what are we at this moment? 170 damage. It's one of our top damage dealers. Mostly because we have all those plus damage. If we had that kind of thing with the SRM-6, we'd be doing a lot of damage with that Wolverine, for example. So, ideally, we could get more special parts. That might be kind of our priority at this moment, because that's going to be a big hang-up on our Lance doing better. We can't go heavier, so we start having to get better weapon systems. So that's where a lot of our success is going to lie. And I've noticed that extra damage and missile systems tend to be very rare these days. It wasn't so rare when the game first came out, but as the game's been updated, Might just be my personal experience and just bad luck, but it seems like those systems are very hard to come by these days. It's like, the things you want, no, you don't get any extra damage out of those things. AC2s? Oh, sure, fine, have it. Alright.
On it. I'll let you know when that's done.
Alright, that's good enough. Let's spend some time here, because we're going to want our pilots back.
Is that work order you submitted?
Hey, boss. We've just
Also get the
completed
work
those
done on the
upgrades.
Argo. Let's take a look at what else we want. I'm starting to lean towards the medical bay, even though it's very expensive. If we get pilot injuries, we want to have those pilots back faster. It's only one medical point, which is not really all that great, considering how much money it costs. No, I'm gonna go with the hydroponic garden. Screw it.
All right, I'll get the team on it right away.
Yeah, the full suite of luxury accommodations. We'll worry about the improvements later. Because those do play into events. Okay. Hiring hall. Okay, Cat's Eye has some skills that we might want. In particular, this could be a good backup scout for us, perhaps. For the immediate usage, we actually may want more scouts as opposed to attackers. And then we have somebody that is already set up for that as well. It would take very little work for Cat's Eye to get to being a scout. So what do you got? You're a tinkerer. That's actually pretty good. Technician. Okay, those are pretty good traits. What about the other guy here?
Let's do this.
Noble, training school, merchant ship crew. I like the tinkerer and the technician. Those are good traits. They do come up in events. Yeah, let's pick this person up. Wouldn't take too long to get him into being a good pilot. Alright, let's now take a look at Mech Warriors. Oh, that's right, we still have a day to go. Okay. Now let's take a look at our Mech Warriors. Well, look at the contracts first? Sure. We'll make a determination. We hopefully have some contracts that we can do here. I'm willing to take 3 skull contracts if we have to, but we have a 2 scholar capture base. Okay, that's doable. I'm willing to do anything that's not against House Merrick, so unfortunately this one is against House Merrick. This one is a 2.5 scholar. It's a battle mission. I might prioritize this guy, because it's decent salvage and decent pay. The pirates are against Merrick, so no thanks. Another battle one at 3 skulls, and another battle at 2 skulls. This plan's pretty good for us. A lot of polar missions, which is going to be good for our heat scaling, and a tundra mission. Alright. Well, I'm going to start things off. It'll be between one of these two, and considering that this one pays better, so it's against the Capella Confederation and against the Capella Confederation. This one pays just that little bit better. So we're going to take this one. But before we do that, let's go ahead and go into our Mech Warriors and make sure that they have every bit of experience that we have available for them applied.
I'm ready.
Alright, starting off with Freak. Can't afford anything.
Standing by.
Lawyer, we were looking to get your gunnery skill up, and that's what we're going to do.
Training confirmed, Commander.
My character. We want that called shot bonus, so we're definitely going to take that over anything else.
Mech warrior training
Okay.
complete.
Pyramid's a backup, so he's just going to sit tight for now.
Yes, Commander.
Stargazer. Okay, what do we got here? Indirect fire penalty doesn't really help him. Health. I mean, that would reduce the number of days he would be out if he got injured. Or we just go straight accuracy. I mean, any of these things would improve him. I'm going to end up going with the health for the reason I suggested. It will take him less time to get back.
Training complete.
He's starting to be a pretty elite pilot. Alright.
Standing by.
That'll do.
Can do.
Reporting.
Good to go.
Yeah, these other pilots are just not getting very much experience because they're just getting stuff through the simulator. We really should do some programs where we work things out, but at the moment I want my premium squad here, so yeah, contracts. We could go with the 3 skull mission, just get that one out of the way. It's a battle mission in the lowlands. It's against pirates. It pays the best. And it would be the best situation if we use our A team. Anybody gets injured, maybe we start using the B team a little bit. And it would be more acceptable because it's at lower difficulties. I'm starting to lean that direction. You know what? I'm going to do it. Let's get the 3 sculler out of the way. So, negotiate. 2-9. I'm okay with that. Because of the salvage is probably going to be decent at this level. 3 skull, we might start getting into heavy mechs, which is honestly what we want. Not because we'd salvage them, because we're not allowed to, but, well, other than, you know, for money reasons. Okay, so this is a battle mission, so the Vindicator is not going to be appropriate. The Enforcer is being replaced by the Wolverine. Now, I do not know if I'm going to want to use my pilot for... Hey, Cold Moon. I don't know if I'm going to want to use my pilot for this mech. Honestly, Freak is the more skilled pilot between the two and makes more sense. Put him in our technically our best mech. I'm going to put the Firestarter in Stargazer's hands. And the reason I'm doing that, first off, he's a better pilot yet again. But secondly, with the short-range weaponry, he's got very good firepower. Have I heard the news? What's going on? I'm not sure if I have or not. So if we want heavier firepower, we can go with the Enforcer. What's the difference? They're making an Alien RPG? Interesting. I've always been a fan of the Alien franchise. It's not necessarily been the best handled franchise with video games. There's ups and downs. Alien vs. Predator is one of my favorite games, but... Or do we stick with the Jenner that gives us the mobility? Jenner still gets us good damage output, and if we get some nice rear shots, I'd be pretty happy with that. I'm going to try the Jenner. We'll see how that goes. Oh, a tabletop RPG. Interesting. Interesting indeed. That could be cool. Because there's a, you know, a long line of comics and all kinds of stuff. So I'm guessing you play colonial, like humans in the RPG, I would guess. I mean, I can't really make assumptions there, but it'd be weird to roleplay as Xenomorph, considering, as far as I know, they don't really communicate. Not in a way that we understand. Alrighty, let's go ahead and deploy this. This is what I'm going to go for. We are going to get a warning that we're not... Oh, even with the Enforcer, we'd only be at 2 drop weight. Alright, well, we're going to get a warning, but this is something we're going to have to be used to, is this warning of, oh, you're not matching the difficulty here. We're going to see that a lot. And we're just going to patently ignore it. Yeah. Well, now what they need is the crossover with the Predator stuff when we get the Alien versus Predator universe opening up. Of course, ignore the movies, because those are nonsense, but... There's been a long line of comic books and other stuff. People want to get into that kind of stuff. First 2 movies are canon. Everything else that came out after that is yet to happen. Well, that's probably for the best.
Command interface initiated.
Well, that technically means Prometheus happened, right? But I'm going to assume that Prometheus is not canon either. Looks like we've found our targets, Commander. Move forward and clear them out. Be careful, these mechs may be old and poorly maintained, but they can still kill you. So these are going to be pretty heavy mechs, alright. Typically with this mission type, you have much heavier mechs, but sometimes fewer of them. It might not be a full lance. They're usually beat up, so some reduction of their armor. We'll have to see exactly what that all is going to mean, though. I'm going to put myself into the woods here and try and do a little bit of flanky with my mechs. More than likely, we could get sensor contact early, which I'm going to want to establish. Could be more aggressive and move all the way up. And take advantage of our being able to shoot before them and then retreat. I'm gonna go with that method. Kind of risky, but
Enemy detected.
because they have still yet to move. This terrain's going to be tricky because it's very flat. Not a lot of ways to break line of sight, which is ideally what we need.
Heading out.
All right, well, we'll make do. Yeah. Oh, they didn't move. That's weird. So they have 2 medium mechs and a heavy mech. We are not going to know which one's which. You used to get an indication of, but they've since balanced this game. Oh, I'll let a medium mech go here.
And watch out.
The further one away, so that's not going to do a whole lot against us. Guess we'll reserve again.
Standing by.
I'm curious. So this is another medium mech, so that's going to be their heavy. This one's likely going to see me. Oh, no, alright. Well, they don't have line of sight, so we are free to reserve again. It is possible they have a mech we don't see. Yeah, they do. So it is a full lance, okay. But it's not as heavy as I thought it might be. But we definitely have the initiative advantage, so... I can play this fairly aggressively if I want to. We can jump in behind this guy. I need to make sure it's a rear shot, though. Sometimes it's really tricky with these silhouettes. It's like hard to tell where the rear is and isn't.
Engaging jump jets.
Oh, it's a cicada. May have wanted to set that up a little bit better than I did, because this is not going to be a good chance to hit. But... okay.
No damage detected.
Alright, what else we got? Quick draw. A dragon. Oh, so the dragon is operating as a medium mech. Oh, they're all heavy mechs. Interesting. Okay.
Receiving you.
Can't really do a whole lot against that cicada right now with my positioning, so we're going to sensor lock it.
On my way. Got a lock.
I think that Jenner move was a little too aggressive. I might pay for that. Let's have Freak move first. Can't get any direct line of sight. Alright, we'll jump over here then.
Got it, Commander.
Yeah, I know we're not going to get as much damage as I would have liked off of this first turn.
Waiting for orders. I'm there.
Alright. Open up.
Acknowledge.
Cicada with reduced armor is not a good day for a cicada. Alright. Hopefully we're not overheating too badly and it can actually get some semblance of a retreat here. I'm gonna have to back off some of my medium laser fire. I kind of probably messed up that first turn going too aggressive. Precision strike here? I don't know a better case for it. Just go center torso. We've already hit a little bit. We might actually get the kill.
Targeting rear armor.
Alright, now we need to jump away or run away. One of the two. Question is, can we get away with? Yeah, I can jump to there and they won't see me. That's as far away as I can jump. That's gonna be as good as it gets. Be fairly easy for them to see me though, so I'm a little worried about it.
Engaging jump jets.
Yeah, I should have only fired maybe a couple lasers initially. Alright, we'll let them go.
Delay. Okay.
Because we precision strike that guy, he's not gonna go initially. For whatever reason. Ah, damn it. That sucks.
Sensor lock detected.
Yeah, our generator's gonna get rocked here. Because the dragon of the quick draw potentially could attack us. So... yeah, I really messed up that, but... maybe an aggressive move here will make up for it. Maybe get our generators some cover. Although they could very well just ignore the hell out of me. Nah, I'm gonna reserve. I'm gonna let one of them go. We'll see who goes first. Yeah, it's gonna be the quick draw. Okay, it's the variant that doesn't have the LRM-10, otherwise it should have fired at me. Alright, now I think we have that set up that I'm looking for. Because we can still... oh, we can see the cicada. Well, we want to go before the cicada gets a chance to move. Is there a better move for us? Looks like... it's hard to tell if we're going to get in the optimum range to get really good firepower here. But if we can take this sucker out... it's pretty beat up.
Got it, Commander.
Oh, we got a small laser crit.
Solid connection on that one.
So what is the dragon going to go after? Our Jenner. Well, on the grand scheme of things, it's not as bad as it could have been.
Commander?
Just going to stay where I am. This is a fairly good chance of getting a kill. That is, if it actually hit anything that we needed it to hit. Are you going to go in and hit me with a punch? Interesting. Very unexpected. Cicadas are really bad at that. As it did very minimal damage.
Standing by.
Really sure what the best move here is with the fire starter. Probably just move in, get what attacks off we can. This should kill the cicada.
Locking in all weapon systems.
Yeah.
Target neutralized.
The fire starter is our perfect light mech killer. Alright. Jenner's running very hot. Best case for you is just to sprint away, as the enemy will be coming. Let's have you sprint in behind this rock. I'm hoping the rock actually blocks some semblance of line of sight. It may or may not.
Full throttle.
Give us some time to cool off. The fire starter will do a similar move of jumping back. Oh, we want to lock up the dragon, I would think. Because we can make that pay for not having any cover.
Engaging jump jets.
Eh? Sensor lock it.
I've got a sensor
Their
lock.
only medium mech... Oh, that's right. One of their mechs is operating as a medium mech, the catapult. We're gonna get shot up here a little bit. Alright, Freaky's gonna counterattack. I prefer to counterattack the dragon as it won't have a chance to respond. We're gonna use a precision strike to get better accuracy. What do we want to go after? Medium laser in that torso section. Okay. I guess the right torso, we can maybe get an ammo explosion.
Bon appetit.
Alright. Need you to jump back. Not in a way that overheats you though, buddy. That'll do.
Acknowledged.
Okay.
Waiting for orders.
Let's have you cycle around this way. Oh, you're not in sensor range, huh? Not now. That's better. Ricochet may be in trouble next turn, but I think we'll be alright. Or even this turn, honestly. Going after the Wolverine again. Alright. We should have established line of sight, which is perfect.
Hot damn.
Happy with that.
Do this.
My light mechs are better off reserving. We'll go ahead and do so. That doesn't mean the catapult can see the Wolverine, but that's okay. That's a trebuchet. That hurts. Alright, trebuchet should back off.
Standing by.
Catapult's going to be the easier target, but it's already gone. Let's move to here. Dragon may be able to get to me, I'm not really sure. Why don't you go ahead and use Precision Strike here? And just focus on that right torso. If we can get an ammo explosion, that'd be nice. Definitely no. Okay. Freak can do
Standing by.
bit of a counterattack on that dragon as well. Very low accuracy, unfortunately, and we would overheat. We'll turn off one of the SRM-6s. Sadly, we did not touch his torso section. Move to here.
I'm walking here.
We do have a bit of a hill. Hopefully that helps line of sight situations. Now, the quick draw does not have a lot of evasion. I mean, not a lot of evasion. It doesn't have a lot of armor. Although the variant that it is, I believe, has more than typical. Okay, fire started getting a little action here. Alright. Have Stargazer just walk on over, attack that side, make sure we blow that apart.
Firing. Full complement.
There we go. Perfect.
Solid connection on that one.
I'm not going to move too aggressively because we do want the Jenner to be able to get back to cover easily. We want to fire all 4 medium lasers, though. In theory, if we hit that center torso, he's dead. But we missed it a little bit too much, and we didn't hit him enough in that section. It's okay. Stargazer can finish the job.
Commander. Taking the shot. Hot damn, we're gonna do this right.
Perfect.
Tango, down.
See, we really aren't going to have too much difficulty, I think, with these heavier mechs. We use our doctrine correctly. Mechs like the fire starter and the Jenner will be able to do attacks without really a lot of risk. Like right now, I'm able to open up on this catapult without really any reprisal. We're going to go ahead and use a precision strike so my other mechs can... We're going to want to go after a torso section. I guess the right torso, because that's we could maybe get on that side fairly easily.
Engaging target.
So this guy we kind of stuck out in the open. Although we're going to remove our vision, unfortunately, but we'll be able to get it back. So Wolverine could walk up, get that vision back, and just start opening up on that catapult.
Ready for orders.
Not sure that's the best move we have open to us, but this gives us more evasion, so we'll go with that. And it more likely guarantees we're attacking that same side. Did we get away with the SRM-6s? Yeah, I'd rather have the SRM-6s because they're going to do more damage.
Firing.
Okay, we got the structure exposed. Now it's the job of the trebuchet.
Commander?
Take advantage of that. I'd prefer not to have the trebuchet come out in the open, so it's just going to be the LRM-20. Come on, give it to me. Ah, we tried. Wolverine's going to take a little bit of a beating here. But it'll be okay.
Reporting major armor. Oh, hell yes.
Alright. I am going to have to risk the Jenner a little bit here. Because we need another precision strike. We're having to back off what we're firing here, but again, right torso. I mean, what's holding this thing together? Sadly, we did not get a whole lot of damage there. But we got what we needed, which is the...
Reserving action.
Okay. Tempted to have the Wolverine punch. Only does 70 damage, though. I don't want him to be able to get in behind me, so I gotta be careful. It'd be kind of hard to avoid it. We do a multi-target situation. You're A, you're B. Oh, we can't get away with a laser, huh? I'll just fire a single SRM-6 at B. Hopefully that gets us what we're looking for. But you can't take... I mean, a back shot like this I can't, like, not to do, so...
Multi-attack is go.
Especially against a mech that doesn't have a lot of armor to begin with. That we just are not hitting the section we need to hit.
Standing by.
This is a very aggressive move, but might get us the result we're looking for.
10-4.
Multi-target. You're A, you're B. Fire.
10-4.
I'm just looking to cripple... You gotta be kidding me. I was just trying to cripple the firepower of the catapult, which apparently is something I cannot do.
Waiting for orders.
How many hit points is left in that torso section? 10! 10! Freaking game. Well, I don't have multi-target here. Do we go hardcore after the catapult, knowing that we might have a reprisal against us? But we haven't done anything to reduce the firepower of these guys. I feel really dumb for doing the split fire now, but come on, 10 hit points? You gotta be joking me.
Good to go.
Well, there's not a whole lot I can do about it. We're just gonna have to eat the firepower. I'm very much not happy about that.
Going past my armor. Let's do this.
I also probably don't have the heat to do an aggressive jump anyway. He's gonna punch me. Please don't lose an arm or something. Okay, we're doing alright. I mean, that could have been way
That
worse.
shot went internal.
Obviously, I'd prefer not to have some of those things happen, but... It looks like I have no choice but to jump. Get close enough to actually use my weapon systems. Get in front of this guy. You try and specifically target a torso section, it doesn't work for you, so you do what you can.
Firing.
I think we got it this time. About frickin' time.
Target's taken a critical hit.
Yeah, we got RNG'd pretty hard there, and guess we just take out the catapult as much as we can. Get back into cover.
Yes, boss.
Stargazer's gonna use a precision strike. Probably still can't get away with the medium laser, no, but we can go after the left torso, which in theory we have enough damage to take out.
Locked on.
And we didn't. And this game's screwing me pretty hard right now.
Waiting for orders.
Probably don't have the heat. Pull off the attack that I want. But I'm gonna try.
Rolling.
We're gonna be more aggressive here this turn. You're gonna be A, and you're gonna be B. B is gonna be all the medium lasers. You know, now that I think about it, the chance to hit is way better on the catapult and the damage reduction is less. So, you know what? Let's just go full bore here. Try and get the kill. Probably massively overkill, but...
Firing all weapons.
There. That's what we wanted. Get rid of those LRM-20s, because they're
Critical
freaking
hit,
ridiculous.
Commander.
Standing by.
Alright, I want in behind you, but I don't know if I can get in behind you. Because of where you were. But we can jump in behind you. Just keep going after his
Firing
back.
jump jets.
We're hurting here, but we've got pretty good firepower, so... Turn the medium laser off and open up on this guy.
Target lock on enemy 6.
And we did almost nothing. But he shouldn't be able to punch me,
Inflicted some heavy damage.
which is somewhat good. I'm a little worried the Wolverine's not gonna do so hot
Damage
here.
is light.
Oh, you're gonna go after the trebuchet. I mean, I don't like that, but I'd prefer you doing that over attacking some of the other alternatives. Okie dokie. Just come in and attack the catapult. Unfortunately, this is armor that is fresh armor. Not really good for me.
Targeting rear armor.
How's it going?
Jump in here. I'm hoping the Trebuchet and the Wolverine will be able to take out the other opponent. I can't fire everything here. Oh, I can't fire pretty much anything. Like, seriously? I might have to take the heat damage to just like it. Obviously, we don't want to shut down. This sucks, but it is what it is. We're not gonna blow up. We have no ammo.
Taking the shot.
This should be the kill, though.
All right.
And we
folks,
needed
let's
it.
get this done. Hostile eliminated. Heat damage. Damn it.
All right.
Orders?
Freak unfortunately needs to jump again, get in behind.
Confirmed.
But you can't take this many rear shots and not have a bad day. Sure, we'll go with the precision strike. Go straight for the rear torso, try and get the kill.
Firing at enemy 6. Critical hit, Commander.
Okay. Now the Trebuchet's turn.
Commander?
Now the LRM-20 is going to be useless to us. What's your frontal armor like? Pretty much untouched. What's your actual internal strike? Oh, yeah, that
Standing by.
likely going to get us a kill. So I don't know what our chance is going to be to hit with the LRM-20. Doesn't matter because we're not going to be able to fire it. We're going to overheat, and I don't want an ammo explosion because that'd be devastating. This might not get the kill.
Target lock on enemy 6.
It didn't. Damn it. Really can't be taking this kind of damage.
I'm taking internal damage.
Alright.
Commander.
You're pretty much done. Have you walk.
On the move.
We'll use the sensor lock ability to try and make our opponent easier to hit.
Sensors locked on.
You're not going to be really able to do anything either, so... I guess we could have waited. Oh well.
Commander.
Get in behind again.
Affirmative.
We could punch him, but I honestly think this is the better move. Can't quite get all of our weapons. We're gonna go set our torso.
Put one in the back.
Yeah. Well, whatever we need to do repairs. It could have gone worse. We could have lost a lot more than we did. So I can't complain with things, but also we could have killed things faster. Excellent work, Commander. The zone is clean. The board is green. Let's go home.
Mission successful.
Getting a Ghostbusters reference. Well, that was the most difficult mission in front of us too, so we can be proud we got through it. No pilot injuries, so that's not too bad either. +9 reputation. Not sure if that's enough to get us an alliance, but we've got more contracts. 3,000 experience. None of these parts can we really take advantage of. But we have a +10 damage medium laser. I'm definitely taking that. Out of this bunch. I mean, technically we could take a cicada, but I wouldn't want one, so... We'll take the catapult. Probably worth a decent penny. Alright. I think we showed doctrinally we're there. Just a little bit more things to iron out. I took a couple risks I shouldn't have. That's fine, those things happen. Alright. Go into the bay and do what repairs we need. Starting off with the Wolverine, which probably need the most repairs. 2 days, yeah. On the fire starter, gonna be a single day. All right. And we technically have a replacement in the Wolverine. I mean, sorry, in the Enforcer. But we're more than likely going to want to wait anyway. So, there's that. Let's take a look at our mech warriors. Because we got a lot of experience. 3,000. Helping us. I'll lean towards the health. That way any injuries don't knock us out for a long period of time.
Mech warrior training complete.
I'm ready.
Same thing here.
Training complete.
Commander.
Lawyer. Pretty much doing the same thing across the board, aren't we? Actually, they want the indirect fire penalty.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Alright, cool. Let's take a look at the contracts. So we just did the most difficult one that was available to us. We have 2 2.5 skulls, and we have 1 2 scholar. All these should be in more ideal climates from a heat standpoint too, which is good. I think we wait our time. I don't think that would be a bad thing. One thing I'm going to take a look at real quick. Do we have any more flashpoints? We might actually want to try for one of these flashpoints. Oh, there's one. It is the Lyran Commonwealth, so House Steiner against House Liao. There's 2.5 skulls, which is perfect for us. No weight restrictions, so that's also pretty good. Alright, we'll be doing that. That's going to be our next priority, I think. These ones over here, they're a little bit more difficult. Draconis Combine against Davion. And Federated Sons, House Davion against Pirates. This one expires in 83 days. In theory, we could get there, but it'd take a lot of doing. Good that we have one that's a little closer to home. Well, home is where the heart is, or where your ship is. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at the... We already set up the repairs, so we're just going to advance time. Days. 1, 3. Alrighty. I said we do the 2.5 skull one. That is in the polar environment. This should go really well for us because our mechs do struggle a little bit with heat, but in a polar environment that will be a lot easier for us. Okay. Oh, I wanted to check. Reputation. Can't ally them yet, so we may have to fill the bar all the way up. Well, we have that potential. Got quite a few points here. I'm going to guess 100 is your maximum. Get quite a few points for these contracts. I believe it was 8 for each of these, so that's 16. We're at 70 something, high 70s. And then this one would probably hit us over the top. So in theory, we'd be able to get that alliance if we do all these contracts. All right, let's go ahead and negotiate. Again, I'm happy with the setup. So 468 to 9, that's perfect. And we're going to keep with this Lance loadout. Unless, of course, we want to put the Enforcer in to get that little extra firepower. I feel like this General works better if we have a Scout. Doesn't work so well in other circumstances, but we were able to use it effectively. Just wasn't doing a lot of damage because it was overheating so much. We got like 2 turns, maybe 1, really, honestly, of a full salvo, which we didn't use properly. I'm going to put the Enforcer back in here, just get a little bit more firepower into the mission. See how we do. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, but... I didn't look at the Trebuchet and the Wolverine's paint scheme. Might want to change that at some point.